Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you 3 DIYs that are easy and cute that you've probably never seen before. So let's get started. For the first one, you're going to need some cardboard. I got mine from the craft store and it's called picture frame cardboard. Cut 4 strips of the cardboard that are 40 centimeters long. And make 4 lines with 10 centimeters apart. And where you made the marks, use your X-Acto knife to cut, but don't cut it completely. You still want them to be connected. This way you will be able to bend it at a 90-degree angle. Now along the strip you are going to make some small dots separated by 1.5 centimeters. And then you can use a hole punch or a needle or anything you want to poke the holes. The next step is to bend the strips to make a square. You can use any type of glue, but I'm using hot glue to secure the ends. Do the same to the rest of the strips. Then you can either paint the strips, but I decided to cover them with paper. And then again use a needle to poke the holes. As you can see, I painted the inside purple, but that's optional. And using newspaper and a wooden dowel, I made a paper tube. Then I took the wooden dowel out and I glued the ends. As you can see, the ends are a little bit weak, so just kind of move it around until you get to the sturdy part and cut right there. And then do the same to the other end. Make 4 marks on the tube. Then cut 16 strips of 1 by 6 centimeters and mark 1 centimeter over here, 4 centimeters, and then another centimeter. Use your X-Acto knife to just kind of make a mark so that it's easier to bend. Get 4 of the strips and glue them to the same mark that you made before on the tube. This is going to be an earring holder, and I have to tell you that it will only hold small earrings, not the dangly kind. Next, I'm going to add some glue to each end of the strip, and then glue it onto the square. And it's fine if you cover up the little holes, you can just use a needle and poke it again. This is what mine looks like with the 4 squares. Now all I have to do is just paint the tube and the strips with acrylic paint, and while that's drying, I'm going to move on to the next step. I'm going to cut 3 squares of cardboard and glue them together. Then I'm going to cover them with paper and cover the edges with some pretty pink glittery paper. Then with an X-Acto knife, I'm making a hole in the middle and take the wooden dowel that you used for the tube, add some glue into the hole, and put the wooden dowel right inside of the hole. Now all I have to do is, once the tube's dry, I slip it in and now it turns around. If the tiny strips covered the holes, you can just use your needle and poke it again. And it's ready to display your earrings. For the second DIY, you only have to cut any letter you want out of cardboard. Then add glue and cover it with paper on both sides. I'm going to cover the raw edges with some foam, but you can also use paper. To be able to hang it on the wall, you can use some ribbon and just glue it onto the back. And to make it a little less visible, just add another piece of paper. And since it's looking a little plain, I'm going to decorate it using some drops of hot glue. I drew some circles and then I put some parchment paper over it, and I'm using my hot glue gun to just fill the circles in. The only thing you have to do is add glue and then twist the glue gun to get rid of the strands. Let it cool and it's time to paint. I'm going to use some golden spray paint. You can also use nail polish or permanent marker, but it will take a lot longer. When they are dry, look at the effect. It looks like metal. Once the paint is dry, you can easily just pop them off of the wax paper. I'm using one of the biggest ones to decorate this awesome flower I made out of ribbon. And I'm putting that in the corner of the M. Then I'm just placing them from biggest to smallest. Now the third and cutest DIY, you're going to need a tin can, and I just opened it up. And to get rid of the sharp part, I'm using a can opener and cutting that part off. After that, you can easily just take that off, but be careful because it might still be sharp. Then using some paper, I'm going to cover the insides. I'm using pink paper. And for the outside, I'm using some double-sided tape to glue on some pretty blue paper. I think that the combination of blue and pink is absolutely adorable. Cut a circle of cardboard that will form the lid. Make some holes with the help of any pointy object. Now find any of your favorite fake flowers and cut part of the stems off. You have to keep a little of the stems. Use an X-Acto knife to make the holes a little bit bigger, and then poke the flowers through the holes. Glue a strip of cardboard all around the circle. Make sure it fits loosely, this way it can close properly. Don't forget to cover it with paper. Then poke the holes again because you covered it with paper. Finally, all you have to do is poke the flowers through the holes. You can obviously use this as room decor, but you can store anything inside too, like chocolates, notes, or even gifts. Many of you know that I have a Spanish channel, so I uploaded this video especially for Mother's Day, which is why it says, "Mom, with your grace and your smile, you can conquer the world." Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments where you are from and if you celebrate Mother's Day. And if you do, what day? Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!